So I feel like I haven't had an each one teach one moment in a minute, right? So each one teach one. And literally it's with me. Like yesterday I posted a thing, I said, don't be a jack of all trades and not a master of none. And somebody corrected me. They was like, it's trades, right? And honestly, I was so happy that somebody started to like correct me. Like, I grew up saying that. I want y'all to understand that, like, first thing first, I'm not from this country. So a lot of things, like, people forget that what you know is what you learned in life or what your parents taught you. So if my parents were Africans, what do you think they taught me? They taught me a bunch of African stuff. You know, they came to this country learning too. So to be honest, I taught my parents a lot of stuff about this country. But I'm always open. Like, I'm always open to learning because, like I said, I'm not from this country. I literally taught myself to stop speaking without my accent. I literally taught myself to stop speaking with an accent in middle school. Like, I remember it was 6th grade, and my mom was like, you're not going to the same middle school the next year. You're going to a whole different middle school. And I was so happy. Like, I was so happy because I was like, that 6th grade year, like, because everybody knew I was from Africa, from elementary school. So they always ask like crazy questions. Like, I'm telling you, like, folks ask crazy questions, like, respectfully. People used to ask. I know y'all be like, it's what y'all see on TV. But like, after a point, it gets annoying. Like, as a kid, that it got annoying. Like, what? Like, you just be like, oh, you had this, you had that. You got it? Like, what? But yeah, I just was out on the way. You slam things off. Just be like, yeah. So, anyways, boom. Leaving 6th grade, 7th grade, I remember that summertime, I literally was on YouTube just teaching myself how to speak without an accent. So, like, to be honest, and I noticed that as, like, in my older age, like, I taught myself just to imitate that person's accent. So I feel like that's why when I talk to people, I get their accent because I'm really just imitating how you were talking. Because if I really just talk by myself, I feel like it's really how I've been here for 20 years too. So of course I got like the southern talk in me. But yeah, just a little bit. But each one teach one. So I feel like my 2 little points for today is be fast to listen and slow to talk. And that really goes with me because I used to be the one to like, I want to like just give knowledge. And sometimes the most knowledgeable person is the quiet person. So I just started to just be quiet because like once you're quiet, you can listen. You can hear everything. And it's so funny because people always come to the quiet ones and tell them everything. I be like, okay. So yeah, so be fast to listen and slow to talk always. It's gonna serve you a lot. It's gonna promote you in a lot of ways. You're gonna get so much information. You're gonna be like, wow, okay. And then the second one is what was it? I always play. I don't know how to really say this one, but I would just say I always play dumb. Like, kind of goes with fast to listen, slow to talk. I always play dumb. Like I said, don't always be the most knowledgeable person. If you ever read the book 48 Law of Power, it says never overachieve your master, right? Because if you play dumb, and I'm just gonna use my example because I can't use somebody else's example. But if you play dumb, people always want to teach you, right? They always want to teach you. You just love teaching. So that's something I do to help me educate myself more, or educate some folks that be trying to try me. Educate myself more. I always play dumb. Like people be like, oh, did you know? No, can you tell me more? Because the thing is, people always can give you more information though. Like, yes, you may know this, but it be a little something you just didn't know, or you just didn't know exists. It may learning or being knowledgeable can be a positive thing in negative ways or positive ways. So you can, and I love going into other cultures. Like, I love it because that's how you open up your mind. Like that's how you not be closed-minded. Because once you stick around the same people and you see the same thing, you're gonna think that's okay. You're gonna think that's the norm, and that's not. It's a whole galaxy out here. Do you not know that? Like what you see up in the United States is literally it's like a little bit of the world. Like, what? And you don't get up out there and see what is all around in the world. But yeah, my little each one teach one moment. Always be fast. Well, slow to talk, fast to listen. And I always just play dumb. Never overachieve the master. Okay, so this is insert into the video, or I might not insert it at all. We're gonna see. But I'm almost done with this book, and it's just a part of this book that goes to the be fast to listen and slow to talk. I love reading, y'all. If y'all don't know, read a book all day. I don't care if it's 10 pages or 3 hours. Read. Literally read. Everything is written. The whole life, how life works, is written down. And in case y'all don't know, read the Bible too, because every book is written from the Bible, like literally. But anyway, so it's just one thing. Let me try to find a page. And I love what it has said so bad. I know I do this, but I don't want to. But I read the same books over and over again, just because, like for example, 48 Law of Power. That book is so complex. Like, it's so complex. If you got it the first time, actually, kudos to you. But me, I did not get it the first time. I need to go back and go back and go back. Okay, boom! I just found it, y'all. So it says talking and listening. Right. This was in chapter, I think 3. Yeah, chapter 3. On page 47 of the Keep It Shut book. So right here it says, I'm gonna try to, let me see if I can get a good picture and insert it. But right here, I'm reading right here, just right here. It says, the Apostle James has more good advice about the tongue. My dear brothers and sisters, take note for this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. James 1:19 through 20. So that's just the verse. So she goes and talks about, you know, what the verse means. So I'm going to go ahead and just read this little paragraph, but that's it. Go buy the book if you really want to read it. But it says, even if you don't consider yourself a major gap filler, perhaps you know what it's like to be someone who is quick to speak. That's an easy trap to fall into, especially when dealing with family members. Or maybe you can relate to being slow to listen, thinking more about what you're planning to say rather than really listening to what a friend is sharing. However, according to the passage from James, listening is something we should do quickly. And when it comes to speaking, we should take our time. And I love how for extra emphasis, James began by saying, my dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. He knew we needed to plaster this verse on a neon color sticky note, posted right on our bathroom mirror where we are sure to see it. When we flip-flop these two commands, being slow to listen and quick to speak, it often leads to the third part of the verse. We are quick to become angry. Quicker sometimes than Mr. Usain Bolt. Not heard his name before? Search for him on YouTube to get the full picture. Just don't blink. Speaking too soon combined with listening leads to conflict, and conflict often leads to anger. But we choose to live out the words of this verse. The promise of the scripture is that we can diffuse angry encounters before they even spark. So let's go back and see what box we can check on some of our elementary practice of faith, namely talking and listening. The Bible has much to say about both talking and listening, and many of these verses can be found in the Old Testament book of Proverbs. I have always loved this book, especially in the pithy statements about how to live right. They're like Old Testament tweets. Here are just a few about how to use both our words and our ears. We are many words. Sin is unavoidable, but the one who controls his lips is wise. Do you see a man who speaks too soon? There is more hope for a fool than for him. The one who gives an answer before he listens, this is a foolishness and disgrace for him. Even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongues. So, all right, guys. I ain't the best reader. All right, so don't be saying trying to judge my reading. But just a little bit of what they're saying. So, again, be slow to talk and fast to listen. Okay, that is going to help you so much in the business world, in your personal world, within friendship, within family members, within co-workers, within whoever you encounter, even your kids, your children. Be slow to talk and fast to listen so you can hear every single thing that person is saying for real, and be able to just give the right response. And also, like, you don't have to say everything. Like, not everything needs a response. And I've literally learned that, like, silence is way better. Silence kills more than talking. So, you know, that's my thing I've been learning lately. Like, I really just been like, I'm like, oh, okay. Really, that's how I've been. So yeah, I hope this helps somebody, and bye, y'all.